We're nearing the end of lockdown. It's been a long while since I've been out for a walk. So I've come to a short walk on the New Forest. This is from a book called Cicerone, New Forest Walks. And today I'm doing walk 13 and 14, which are, or will be, about 12 miles long. So far it's absolutely lovely. Beautiful and peaceful here today. We're still in lockdown and I'm allowed to walk here because it's local. But I think that and the fact that it's a Wednesday means that it is quite quiet today. Sorry, there's so much wildlife going on around here. There's birds and everything running around. It's absolutely stunning. There aren't many animals in the New Forest, but I seem to have walked up this one more than my fair share, at least 4 or 5 times. Been a bit lucky with the paths at the moment. They've dried out quite a lot. Quite often you end up on this type of cycleway, which is dry most of the year, so not really a problem. Haven't seen anyone so far on this walk. Lots of woodpeckers, which of course have shut up now I've switched on the GoPro. But really a great antidote to lockdown. Really looking forward to some of the walks I've got planned for later on in this year. We'll have to wait and see what happens with the Ridgeway and Cotswolds Way later on in the year. Nothing's too firm in the diary these days. Well, that's me just completed walk 13 of the Cicerone New Forest book. So 5.4 miles, 2 hours, very pleasant walk. Would thoroughly recommend it. Even on a wet day you can get round. So now I'm off to do the same amount of mileage on walk number 14, which luckily I can do from the same car park. Here we go. Like I said earlier, not many people about. Walking from walk 13 to 14, you do have to walk on the road a little bit, but it does allow you to walk past this, which is on the maps as the Portuguese Fireplace. The bit of road that you're walking on is hardly the busiest. I've seen a cyclist, and you're only on it for a couple of 100 yards, so I don't think it can be considered dangerous at all. If anyone knows any more information about the Portuguese Fireplace, could you please comment below? Through a complete lack of concentration, I'm managing to walk 14 the opposite way around to the book. So I'm now at the Reptile Center, which is a very handy place. Has a car park, has a toilet, and has these, which are very interesting. I have no idea what this is, but I have a pretty good idea what this is. I think it would be rude not to. Perhaps not designed for having a rucksack on. Let's do this properly. Oh, oh, these are new since I was last here. Oh, perhaps the wood could do with being slightly drier. But oh, if you come to the Reptile car park, I thoroughly recommend this. Oh, I'm going to take a picture so you can see what I'm looking at. Hello dear. I mean you no harm. I think you know that. Well, after the Reptile Center, or before it if you're going the right way around, it gets a little bit wet. Nothing that can't be avoided by going either side of the path, but certainly wetter than I've seen so far. It was lovely to see a deer, first one I've seen, and it is very peaceful out here today. And perhaps because the path was wet and isn't used so much is why I managed to see a deer, so there's always a silver lining. Lovely to see the horses, less lovely to see this on the path. So yeah, I think that would actually go over the top of my waterproof socks, so I think I'm going to go over this way. Seems like some people have put some stepping stones in here. Let's see what we can do. Hello horse. Oh, sorry. I was actually saying hello so I didn't scare you, but that didn't really seem to work. Yeah. The question is now, how do I get back over there without going in the water? So we'll figure this out. Ah! It wasn't that complicated, was it? There we go, bit of a jump. With one bound our hero was free. Another horsey over there. Just come up to Nightwood Oak. Apparently it was 5.3 metres high in 1863. Yeah. There's another car park here, so you could always start the walk here, do a circular walk from here. And there's also some picnic benches, so you could have some food. Well, after Nightwood Oak, you spend a bit of time on cycleways, which are all very dry and very easy to follow. And then as you raise up, you come into the woods on this type of track here, which again, very dry, very easy to follow. And you really get the sense here that you're in an old wood. I'm about 4 miles round this walk 14, and yeah, it's very pleasant. It's very peaceful. I'm not sure it would be during the height of summer or when lockdown isn't on, but at the moment I've really only got woodpeckers for company, and it's just lovely. Just got about, well, less than a mile to go now. It's raining very, very lightly. A refreshing drizzle, I think I'll call it. And I've just missed a turning on the left, which goes down there. But as it connects with this path, which is the cycleway, I thought, you know what? It looked like taking a path for the sake of not being on the cycleway. And I'm just quite happy on the cycleway at the moment. I would thoroughly recommend walk 13 and 14 of the Cicerone New Forest walks. 13 is probably slightly easier to navigate, slightly less water, but 14 is not particularly hard. The rain is starting to persist a little bit more. Yeah, it's a really good book actually. I've done quite a few of them now. I didn't video the earlier ones, don't know why, but they were good as well. So yeah, almost back to the car. Well, that's the path I would have come up had I taken the right route. It actually looks quite interesting, wish I'd done it now. Lovely thing to see them roaming free. Well, until next time, hope you've enjoyed it and hope you get you out in the countryside. Stay safe.